Today for the Bitcoin price with DaVinci J15. Guys, Bitcoin is about to do something no one expects right now. If we are going into the Bitcoin charts, the question is Bitcoin right now breaking out, confirming the breakout? What are the price targets of DaVinci J15 and mine? Are we going to go higher, or is this going to be another fake out? We will be talking about that, and I can tell you something. DaVinci J15 has a chart which speaks a very specific language. If you want to know what are our trades, our price targets, and our expectations for Bitcoin right now in the immediate short term with the one and only OG DaVinci J15, make sure you sit down, you scroll down, you smash up the like button, and you watch this video until the very end, because especially towards the end, we want to talk about the price targets as well. And with that being said, I want you to come to the most important question of today. DaVinci J15, how are you doing today, my man?
I'm in the pipe 5 by 5. Lucky to be alive, man. Oh my God. Oh, it's been a long time. It's been about a month or more since we've done a video. Man, we can't let time pass before we do another video, right? Because everybody's been waiting for both of us to get on the show, right?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. I mean, guys, smash up the like button to more than 10,000 likes, and we will not let that happen again, okay? Let us know down below. We need this feedback, of course, because all these engagement functions, they are a feedback function for us. So if you show us you want more of that, of course we will deliver on that, guys. So this is the time for you guys. Go down below, leave a comment, and smash up the like. Now, DaVinci, let's go into the most exciting topic of these days, which is Bitcoin. I mean, people are going crazy about it. It was boring for a long time, and now it seems like the boring time is about to end. So what is about to happen to Bitcoin, DaVinci? Do you think we are going to go higher? Are we going to go lower? You probably know the descending triangle I'm having here, which is of course not the most legit one with the previous fake out. Are we about to confirm the breakout here, or maybe is there some more bearishness to the charts?
Well, it's an interesting chart here. The Bitcoin price has been very difficult to navigate in the last this last sideways action that we've had all the way through. In order to, like, I have to be honest, my TA has been like less than perfect because of this chop at the chop sideways, and it was really chopping people out a lot with the M's and W's, and it was very brutal along the way. But there is clear TA. We've talked about how, you know, where we're coming down here, I said, hey, watch out for a failed move equals a fast move in the opposite direction, because that's quite possible down here. And boom, we went really, really fast. You can see this 4-hour candle is just like almost a hammer candle. And there we go. We came back, tested the Hail Mary trade right down here, right? If you did the Hail Mary trade, congratulations, you profited on this all the way up here. Now, going through this, right, it looked like it was going to die down here, and all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, somebody decided to just buy up Bitcoin like crazy with that 1 4-hour candle. Was that you?
I know who. No, I can tell you who it was, because I mean, not specifically who, but 2 days ago, I found on Glassnode actually that we had the biggest US dollar tether deposit, 2.5 billion US dollars in 1 day. So obviously, it's just rumors, but it could be that some big people were buying up Bitcoin there, because this coincidence, breaking here this downward sloping resistance exactly after this big deposit, maybe there's something to it, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, the big players, they can only buy up markets. And did you hear that?
Yeah, someone is ringing the door. I usually just ignore it during videos, but if it's someone important, then open it.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because I wasn't. But let's continue. Okay. So anyway, so we saw this after this move. We started moving sideways, and then I really thought, okay, well, if this guy is going to be buying, he's probably has to push this thing above these resistance levels, right? Because we have a resistance around the $35,500 area. You can see a lot of clustering here, and we broke through, and I thought, yes, and they closed a 4-hour candle above it, which was beautiful. And then all of a sudden, we're getting a failed move. It was a fast move in the wrong direction. Wrong direction. Yeah. We don't want down. We want up.
Exactly.
And the good news is we bounced off of this trend line, which is your descending triangle, which is not the perfect descending triangle I've ever seen, but you can count it as a trend line, and it is valid. You can see that we have bounced off of it, and we have to stay above it. You can see this yellow line is 13 EMA. We're above the 13 EMA, which is solid for the 4 hours, right? We want to stay above that 13 EMA to see this thing go a lot higher. And above this trend line. If we break down below this trend line and we will continue down, I think people should close their longs, should they have any, below this trend line, because this thing could, if we come down here, there's a good chance, if we come down to the $30,000 level, there's a good chance we're just going to get wiped out here and go straight down to 25K.
I definitely agree with that, Da Vinci. I mean, everyone knows me as the bull, but yes, for me personally, I treat it as a not perfect descending triangle. Even if you don't treat it as that, the trend line is definitely valid, just as you said. So Bitcoin already had one fake out before. If we are faking out once again and then retesting this horizontal support, Da Vinci, I mean, the more often we test it, the more weaker it becomes. I think if we are breaking down here and retesting it, it's gonna get very ugly. So personally, if we break below the trend line here once again, I will probably close out a lot of my trades, the biggest parts of it, and go out in a slight profit, or maybe even at a break even, because the biggest part I opened here at 31K, 30K, because then that's the moment where I will change my opinion. But so far, Da Vinci, correct me if I'm wrong, we are above this trend line. It's not looking like, wow, extremely bullish, but also no alarm bells ringing for me personally yet. We have this W breakout here, this potential one where we are retesting the neckline, which is also not all too bad. So on the balance of everything, first of all, I wanted to ask you, Da Vinci, do you think we are going to go further higher from here? Or do you think we are going to go further lower? And specifically for both of these scenarios, as sophisticated traders, we have to be prepared for both scenarios. What are your price targets if we break lower? What are your price targets if we break higher? So no matter what happens, we have a game plan.
All right, so you can see the W breakout. If you take the body of the breakout, right, the body of the candles, that's one point. Also, the wick is another point that you could take the breakout on. And yeah, some of these, when you take breakout trades, you have to sometimes take a little bit of a pain, because that's how it is with these breakout trades. You have to like suffer through a little bit of pain before you see a successful trade turn out. If I were to trade this, right, going from the candle bodies, of course, I would do a 1-to-1. So let's just do a 1-to-1 ratio and then split it in half so that it gets reduced down to 2-to-1. So let's see. This would take the target right up to approximately just above our current breakout level of 41,000. So if we close above that, that's blue skies ahead, man. Blue skies ahead.
64K, 85K, right?
Yeah. That would be beautiful. So of course, we have to recheck it one more time, the 41,000. But I think that we'll successfully hold it. Then I would obviously, if I'm going to take this trade, it would be right up to, I'd take a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and there you go. It's like 10%, but. Yeah. That's how wide these moves they've been like really fluctuating, and you know, a lot of the breakout moves have been like, oh my goodness, yes, it's gonna break out, and nope, you get stopped out. So be careful when you're trading. Make sure you do trade with a small amount of money. Like I say, no more than 5%, and this you might want to reduce it to like 2%. So that you can, like, you know, catch these get the smaller ones, and maybe catch it right at something bigger up higher or lower if you're going to do a short.
Yeah.
Let's, when in doubt, right? Zoom out. Now, is it going higher? Is it going lower? Everybody wants to know. When in doubt, zoom out, right? So let's take a look at a daily chart and see what we see there. I'm gonna hide a few of these things here that are not needed, like the Bollinger Band and the 50 MA. I'm going to just keep with the 13 MA, 200-day moving average. Let's see here, 365. I don't need that.
While you're doing that, do it. Take your time. I wanted to remind the people also on something else. So for everyone who didn't watch the last videos, maybe all of this chopping around, all of this sideways action, I have like at least a year ago, I have not been a big fan of those kind of patterns. But you all know, if you're following the MMCrypto channel, this Wyckoff accumulation patterns on distribution patterns. And I really feel like this movement, it looks so similar to what this chart is showing. Da Vinci, I'm not sharing my screen, so Da Vinci can't see it, but probably you are aware of this Wyckoff pattern. So what we should actually expect here, if you are looking at this specific part here, this zigzag accumulation is right now unfolding, and we are actually right now in this move. And if Bitcoin were to go down, confirm this, actually, it already hit this line here, now breaks above the previous rejection point. I would say that phase D is confirmed. So what we need, in my opinion, Da Vinci, is we need to break the previous rejection point at 36,600. If we are getting the bounce here at the downward sloping trend line, breaking above the previous rejection point, I would consider this as very, very bullish, breaking above 36,600. What do you think, maybe before we are going in here into the daily chart and your zoomed out overview?
Well, I agree with the Wyckoff pattern. We have to wait for it to, I feel more confirmation on the Wyckoff pattern. I think we have a lot, especially since, part of the Wyckoff pattern, I do believe, is to go sideways and then trick and psych everybody out down through like this big wave, and then start its higher lows and higher highs upwards, right? So if that's the case, we have to confirm this higher highs and higher lows for sure. So how do we do that? Well, we've already got the higher lows already, right? We're going to need a higher high. So we've kind of made one here. I'm going to count that, right? That's a higher high. If we break this, if we create this, what's it called? We break this, confirm these, divergences on the Willy and on the MACD with the daily candles, which we can see that's possible if we come up even just to here, right up here. That's a confirmation. I would look for a downward move to buy into the Bitcoin in a heavy way, because the Wyckoff pattern has been confirmed, and then take that to the stars, basically.
Yeah, beyond. That sounds beautiful, man. That sounds beautiful. So now we are zooming out here. What would you say now on the balance of everything? Maybe also even taking the Wyckoff pattern into consideration, whatever comes to your mind. What would you say on the daily, in the mid-run? What is the direction for Bitcoin? Because this is detrimental. I mean, if the direction is downwards, we have to call it a bear market. If the correction is upwards, we have to call it a bull market. So last question today, holding you at gunpoint, of course, without any ammunition. What is your direction?
Assuming if we get up to the top, assuming that we get up to 40,000, approximately $40,000 level, anywhere in that area, I have to flip bullish at that point, right? 100% flip bullish. I would say it would be, right now we're 70% chance that we're going down for me, right? That we're actually going down. If we get to 40K, I'm going to flip that to 60% up, 40% down, and we're going. I think that's the probability, because there's so little sellers at the 40K. We ran out of. There's no more sellers at the 40K level. They're all gone. They sold at the 35. They sold at the 29, the 30. They're all gone. They're all gone.
Let me put that together. What you are saying right now, and this is interesting because usually we are on the same side, but I know that maybe I'm a little bit more irrational sometimes. You are saying 70% down. In other words, 70% bear market.
70% chance that we're going down below 30K.
Yeah, but if we go below 30K, then we have a huge capitulation move. We have to agree on that, right?
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. 70% chance that we're going to break down below 30K, and only a 30% chance that we get back to the 40K. Once we get to the 40K, that's it. The bear case is off the table.
Okay. Well, I was always saying I think 30,000 will be the low. So far it is. If we go lower, I was wrong. I will admit that for sure. So let's wait and see what happens here. Man, that was exciting. Let's go back into the face mode, man. I really enjoyed that episode. Maybe it is because we didn't talk for so long, and we shouldn't do that again, guys. Give us that feedback, smash up the like button, and obviously if you want to take advantage of this market situation, 1.5K in the pinned comment down below. click the link, make an account after your initial deposit. You get these juicy bonuses, of course only as an experienced trader, but you can trade with these bonuses with the profits for free. It is in the pinned comment down below. But more importantly, Da Vinci, I can see it in the back of your head. You have a nice subscription here from Pandor's Wallet. People get free access to your Telegram. They get free early access to your videos. They get the best wallet in the history of mankind. So actually what you guys have to do is go down below to the in the comment section, or just go to davincij15.com and you will find this subscription there. I personally think it's an awesome product. I think it's way too cheap, but I mean, that's your decision, Da Vinci, and I think in the end of the day, you just want to reach mainstream, so it has to be cheap to get everyone involved.
Exactly. And I'm going to be announcing something. I'm going to be announcing something on Friday, so make sure you subscribe to my channel, because it's going to be a very big announcement, and you'll want to be there for that.
Yeah, honestly, guys, if you're not subscribed to Da Vinci's channel yet, what are you doing with your life? Honestly, like, freaking go there, DaVinciJ15. He has an awesome YouTube channel. I'm watching it myself, and I think most of you guys doing it anyways. But if not, go over there. Of course, also subscribe to MMCrypto, press the bell, press on all. And with that being said, Da Vinci, do you have anything last to share before we are wrapping up today's video?
Always play from a position of strength and do not get wrecked.
Do not get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, guys, bye-bye.